Hey, Doc.
Hi, Praise. What do you want to talk about today?
Love, I guess. Do you think everyone deserves to be loved?
Yes, I think everyone does.
Even people who are sick? People who don't understand that they can be loved?
I think they should be loved the most. Do you not think that you deserve love?
No. I think I do, eventually. But at this point in time, no, not really.
Why is that?
Because I don't know how to accept it.
Can you elaborate?
Okay, I'll give you 2 important points. I've never been in a relationship, and I feel very behind. And I know I'm young, and I have the rest of my life to love and be in love, but just being surrounded by people who know what it feels like to be in love, it makes me feel excluded, inadequate. I don't know, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot at such a young age.
You're only 19, like you said. You have so much time to be in love and have that feeling reciprocated towards you. Life isn't a race. You shouldn't feel the need to compete with your friends, but society does impose that idea, and I'm sorry for that.
This feeling of competition between my friends and myself is such a hindrance, which brings me to my next point. I can't accept love and compliments from my friends. I mean, like, I can, but it's so hard. I have friends that love and treat me like family, and I love them with all of my heart. And I love people sometimes, and it's like, if I've ever said I love you to someone, I mean it, even if it's at a rather short period of time of knowing them. If I say I love you, then at least I love something about you. I don't know, I feel like I throw the word love around a lot, and I don't mean to, but it's just, if I feel it, I'm not afraid to say it.
You know, feeling love and showing it isn't a bad thing. In fact, a lot of people can't show it, so you should feel lucky.
I do. It's just, it's hard for me to accept that people feel this way toward me. The fact that I can't accept my own flaws, it's hard for me to accept the little things like compliments, and I can't accept them because I don't think highly of myself, which I refer to as modesty, not self-loathing.
But you know your friends love you, right?
I know they love me, but that's the thing. I know I'm loved, and I know people would care if something happened to me. My heart reminds me of that, but the fact is that there's this nagging voice in the back of my head that it keeps telling me, oh please, they don't actually care about you. They're just here for like their own personal benefit, which doesn't make sense. And other times it just says, they're just here until something better comes along. And I can't get rid of that voice. I think it's because the compliments and the love that they give me are the things that I used to hear from other friends that ended up just leaving me. And I know that my friends before that did that aren't my friends now, but the fact that I know it can happen, it scares me. So it's like, I try not to get attached so easily, but that's who I am. But I love with all of my being. I'm kind of an all or nothing person. I've come to realize that.
Now, that voice that you mentioned, does it have a face?
I imagine it to be a darker version of myself. Like, you know how in the movies, when a character is battling themselves, it's like they're facing them, but that person they're looking at is a darker and bruised self. I think that's what I imagine. I think that version of myself is driven by these memories and people who ended up leaving because I wasn't important enough for them to stay.
But you know, you can't expect everyone to stay. Some people have their own issues that they need to work out on, and others are maybe they really just don't like the friendship, and that's okay. Either way, you cannot blame yourself for that.
I know people come and go, but I just tend to take everything so personally, and it's as if I like to blame myself for that. As in, like, I always think, what could I have done different to make them stay? Or was it my fault that they left? And I don't know why I do that to myself.
You just need to come to terms with yourself. You need to start becoming comfortable with your flaws and understand that you've made mistakes. Yes, your mistakes have led you to be the person that you are today, but you are not your mistakes. You deserve to be loved because you put love out into the world. You need to believe that you're a good person because you are. If people don't see that you're a good person, and if they don't want you in their lives, then it's their loss. And eventually you will find people who love and care for you for everything that you are. And they'll love you because of your flaws. And for those that can't accept them, then it's their loss. You just need to believe in yourself and be patient.
Yeah, I'm like the most impatient person ever.
I know. And we'll work on that.